On November 25th, 2022, the world lost a grandfather, a husband, a military veteran, a father, a mentor, and a friend. Richard Thomas Wolfe was a natural leader who has touched the lives of countless people in the country and around the world, including many of the people in this room. Richard was a mentor to me for 20 years, almost half my life. There wasn't a week that would go by that I wouldn't call him for advice or counsel. Sometimes he would call me for help, filling me with pride that I could help such a titan in our industry. What I later discovered is that he was mentoring several developing leaders, selflessly giving up his time, expertise, and wisdom to help us all follow in his footsteps. Richard sharpened his leadership teeth at a young age as an officer in the military corps, or the Marine Corps, before beginning his 35-year career in the beverage industry. He became the youngest plant manager to ever take the reins with Perrier Group of America, and in 2003, he became the Vice President General Manager of Sazerac Buffalo Trace at the age of 44. After starting at the Buffalo Trace distillery, Richard would walk around each department, listening to their aspirations, to learn how he could bring the organization to the next level. He discovered that distilling and creating award-winning spirits is hard work. It's a combination of art, quality, consistency, and science. Richard likes to tell the story that when he met Ronnie and Leonard, the barrel warehouse managers with nearly 90 years of collective experience. They had an encyclopedic knowledge of where all the barrels were, but nothing was written down. What really scared Richard was that they subsided on saltine crackers and 3 cigarette packs a day. It was time to bring in a new generation. While protecting the history and quality of the over 200-year-old distillery, Richard hired myself and many others to bring in modern systems to a centuries-old industry, kicking off many of our professional careers, and for that I will be eternally grateful. Richard led Sazerac Buffalo Trace to unprecedented growth, profitability, and notoriety in half the time they originally forecasted. He brought the right people, processes, and products together through acquisitions, process improvement, but most importantly, developing people, and giving them the chance to shine. Flash forward to 2009, when Richard left Sazerac to help the growing craft distillery movement. Richard brokered deals to help distillers find aged spirits that they need to either start or to grow their brands. Crafted successful business models, which many of you guys are taking advantage of today. Helped distillery owners connect with talented individuals. Coordinated several mergers and acquisitions, and even helping distilleries turn a profit in a competitive landscape. He mentored so many of us industry consultants, including his daughter, Monica Wolfe, and his son, Stephen, who's here today. We all hope to carry the torch in a way that would make him proud. There aren't many craft distillers who haven't heard or were affected positively by Richard Wolfe. When he would speak at the annual distiller conferences, he would draw crowds of people, hoping just to get a moment of time with him, eager and hungry for some of his market insight. There wasn't a better feeling in the world than if Richard heard your idea and said it was good. That's what I miss the most. His validation was like a warm hug that everything was going to be okay. Even when things were at their worst, Richard made you feel like everything was going to be just fine. You knew that once Richard was involved in your project, the plan was going to be successful because he would not let you fail. But Richard was first and foremost a family man. He would call me from the car during his many 10-hour drives down to New Orleans to take care of his mother and his father. Or maybe driving cross country to help his college-aged children start new adventures. Just a few months prior to his passing, Richard and his youngest son were down in Florida water skiing and wakeboarding. He understood the importance of work, life, and family balance, which is something we should all try to achieve. When Richard spoke, people listened. He thought carefully about the words he delivered. He made people feel both smart and capable. Hearing him speak gave aspiring leaders, some in this room, the confidence to take their distilleries to the next level. He was a role model for us all to emulate and the type of leader we should all strive to be. Right now, I'd like to invite Monica and Stephen, Richard's son, to come up to the stage. Now, as I wrap up, I want everyone in the room to show his children, Monica and Stephen, how much their father meant to our distilling community. Please stand up if your distillery had a chance to work with Richard. Please stand up if your distillery team or you helped find success from Richard. Please stand up if you had a chance to hear him speak or talk with him one-on-one. Please stand up if you have been affected by his contributions to the distilling industry and have helped you or your team personally. Please join me in showing Monica and Stephen how much Richard meant to all of us.
Thank you all, and thank you, Donald. And we're going to keep this very brief, but I just wanted to say thank you for the 20 years that my dad enjoyed in this industry. I think it was about 15 in the craft space. The memories that he and I made with all of you were the best ones I think that we had. And when he was diagnosed, he dictated a letter to me. And I haven't shared it, but we're going to share it today. And we wanted you all to know the impact that you all made on him. Thank you.
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Stephen Wolf, and I just wanted to share my father's last message and words of encouragement to you all, the industry, and its bright future. Dearest distilling friends, wanted to take this opportunity to let you all know that it has been my distinct pleasure and honor working with you all these past 10 to 15 years. Your entrepreneurial zeal, good humor, diligence have truly been remarkable. Special shout out to Eric Gregory, Bill Owens, and Margie Lerman for their leadership in the community. We don't always get to choose the time and place of our passing, as with our good friend Dave Pickerel, but sometimes we do. And so I wanted to take the opportunity to send out a heartfelt thanks for all of the great memories that I and my daughter Monica have been able to create with you. Keep up the great efforts and catch you on the other side. With gratitude and love, Monica and Richard Wolf and family. Thank you.